got going here? Welcome back to West Farmin' Bees. And of course the wind's gonna pick up right now. It's been about 3 weeks since I've been able to be out here. Life just got really busy, and I'm sure we can all understand that. But here is what we have so far. And let's see if I can get the angle right on this. Look at the activity on our tiny Italian hive. They are just doing absolutely phenomenal right now, folks. Tons of bees in there. I'm looking forward to getting into seeing how they're doing. Our tin frames, well, we've got bees, so that's always a good thing. And if we come on over to our Carniolians, it seems like they are doing just fine as well. But I just can't get over how the population has bloomed with our tiny Italians. Oh yeah, check this out. Here's something else that's interesting. I went behind the hives. I've got a whole bunch of these little holes coming up out of the ground. I have no idea what they are, what kind of insect is making them. Maybe you guys know. If you know what these are, let me know in the comments below. It's a lot of population to be up in the super, so that's a good sign so far. Okay, well, what do we see from up here? See a little bit of drawn on the inside of this frame, and then I've got drawn comb all the way over to about the inside of this frame. This one doesn't look like they've done much with it at all. Yeah, nothing on that frame yet, just bees. No gloves. Look at that. About half the frame is capped. Nectar and all the other cells, so they're just trying to dry it out. That side's mostly capped. They got some burr comb on the bottom. Very cool. We're going to scrape off a little of that burr comb. So I am trying to keep this comb that I pull off, called burr comb or brace comb. You can melt this down and do stuff with it, so there's no need to throw it away. Holy cow. I'm not quite drawn the whole thing out yet, but they've capped what is in the middle. And some more extra comb at the bottom. And there's actually a lot of comb down on the queen excluder too, so I might have to get in there and do a little bit of work. Let me get you in here so you can see what I'm looking at. Alright, inside, they're building all that extra comb up. Not sure why. Maybe you can help me answer why. Maybe you can tell me why. Maybe it's just too much space in there, or I had the frame too far apart at the bottom. I don't know. You let me know. It's got some decent weight to it. Here's all that brainstorm they were building up. What does that mean to you? Does it mean they're running out of room? Does it mean I need to be adding more space on top? So, is that just too much space between this queen excluder and the bottom of the frame? So, need your help, folks. Let me know, please. Get some of that cleaned up. Alright, that's cleaned off. We need to put that in like a wax melter to get the stuff out between there easily. Man, they've got that completely covered over between frames. We've got some cells that have been laid in. These are filled with nectar. That side is 100% capped honey. got a decent pattern of brood, meaning almost every cell is filled. There's not a lot of holes on the inside. That's really good. See how thick that comb is sticking out on top? Wow, that is massive. Okay, beekeeper friends, what do you do when you've got extra comb sticking out about ½ inch off the end of the frame and then connecting up? Do you scrape that off? Do you leave it? What do you do? Need your help on this one. I'm going to scrape it off just to try to prevent them from capping it and connecting it so quickly. Oh, shit. Oh, sorry about that, bees. Trying to turn it and be gentle, and I lost it. Yeah, I stirred you up. I'm sorry. Let's not do that again. I'm going to go through just real quick. I want to find the queen, and then we'll get them covered back up. I know they're a little upset right now. Let's just find the queen and put her back together. Oh, whoa, what do we got going here? Almost all those cells that are open have eggs in them. About 3 days old, looks like. Whoa! We're making queen cells, folks. Queen cups. Oh, there's our queen. Okay. So there's our 10-frame Italian. Alright, so why are they making queen cups? I wonder if they feel like they're just running out of room. And we're into resources on that second to last frame. Alright, so we got that put back together. I am not going to put a bucket on top. They've built out all the comb really well. They've got resources. Now it's just a matter of them maintaining through the dearth. Next time I'm out here, I will bring probably another super to put on top if I feel like they've completely filled up the super that they have. So they're doing really good right now in terms of comb production. Oh, I'm so sorry, bees. I know I stirred you up good this time. Okay, what do we see looking down? We've got wax on this frame all the way through this frame. They're just starting to work these frames out here on the outside. Alright, something I'm going to make sure I'm going to do this time is make sure all the frames are pushed together. Been listening to some other people talk, and they say it's better to keep them together so they can manage the bee space better. If there's too much space between frames, they're going to build extra comb in between. So to help cut that out, we're going to make sure I push all the frames together. Woo, look at that. Are 100% full, both sides. Look at that. Beautiful. Okay, they are definitely going to be ready for another super. Very cool. Yep. They still have some frame to draw on these outside frames. So they've got some work to do. They're not going to be, pressed for space if I don't put another super on right away. And I think I will stop feeding these bees also for now, because they seem to have plenty of resources here. Some people ask, am I going to harvest honey this year? And the answer is no, for two reasons. One, I need them to have honey to keep for the winter time, so they have resources that they can make it through the winter alive. That's number one goal, okay? Number two, the reason I'm not going to harvest this is because this is most likely mostly syrup honey and not like wildflower nectar honey. So it's not what you would call pure honey, and that's why I don't want to harvest that. So anytime a beekeeper is thinking about whether to pull frames or not, they have to be aware of how much they've been feeding the bees and how likely it is that that honey is going to be pure honey or syrup honey. Let's open it up and see what we find. There are eggs in there. That's a good sign. I'm also glad to see it's not all resources on that too. It's mostly resources. Very lightweight frame. Lots of eggs on the open cells there. And on the back side. Yeah, she's filling that up with eggs really well. Okay, so some of you might be wondering what these are. See these cells that are kind of sticking up and bumpy? Those are what we call drone cells, and those are the male bees. They have to have a little bit bigger of a cell because they're a lot bigger of a bee. So she'll be making drone cells periodically just to make sure that if a queen needs mated, that her genetics will get passed on. That's the hope. So yeah, that's a lot of eggs in there, folks. Okay. Some bee bread, young larvae, some eggs. Woohoo! This queen is doing awesome. Okay, we're also not going to give them syrup. They've filled out most of the frames on the top with comb, so they've got enough syrup to get them really started, and they've got lots of comb to still fill up as well. So doing really good with that. No more syrup until we have a dearth. Okay, let's open up our tiny Italians. Let's see. They are not building any comb up here yet. I mean, maybe a little. Let's pull one out and see. And yeah, there's a little bit of wax on it, but they're just getting started. So they will get a bucket of syrup to help them draw this comb out. Resources. Some uncapped larvae, eggs in the cells that are empty-ish. I guess they're not empty if they have eggs in them. Look at that. Really packed in there. Woohoo! Lots of eggs on this side. A couple of queen cups here started at the bottom. Yeah, there's nothing in them. It looks like they're just practicing. We'll pull those off. Really nice pattern of capped brood there. All right, so there is our inspection 3 weeks later, and they're not doing too bad, honestly. I think I got them a little riled up on accident. All right, well, just I need to learn how to hold the frames a little bit better, I guess. But they'll be okay. The queen was not crushed. We did find the queen, and she's doing fine. So not my finest hive inspection, but we did find out a lot of information. Our 2 outside frames are doing just fine on population, as well as wax and comb building. That's why we are not giving them a bucket of syrup, because they've made all the comb that they need right now. This one bee will not leave me alone. It's been about 15 minutes and he's still buzzing me. So the tiny Italians are doing fine. They've got a good production of brood, obviously. You can see them hanging out on the front of the hive and just booming ever since we got here, so that's doing great. The super, not so much comb production right now. Either they just don't need that room right now, or they're just now getting into it. Either way, it's there for them to build into when they are ready. This bee, I tell you, is ready to get me. It just can't. It wants to, but it won't. Not today. So, but the tiny Italians are doing fine as well. So thanks for watching. I hope everything's going well in your neck of the woods, because things are going pretty good here on the farm. I would really appreciate your comments and feedback. If you see things I can do better, let me know. If you see something that I could do differently, let me know. And if you're just enjoying the videos, let me know. Post your comments down below. So thanks again for watching. We'll catch you guys next time.